Meghan Markle and Prince Harry certainly have had a very hard time this year. Well, that's because the two, after getting being aced from Spotify, not just that, Dior also made it official that it is not partnering any deal with Meghan Markle. Well, not that alone. Netflix has also given them an alternative to make changes if they want to get their molar in full. Well, this also and other more is what has been happening to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Well, they say that they have bad luck. Well, that's what they have been saying. Well, this is the trend here on Pinax News, and we're here to tell you about it. Kindly go into YouTube, look for Pinax News. Let's get started with the latest from the world of art and entertainment. Now, as sources close to us indicates that the Duke and Sussex apparently Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have blamed all their woes to COVID and the death of the Queen and the death of Prince Philip, overshadowing their achievement, which they supposedly think would make bigger splashes under a different set of circumstances. Now, as the pandemic is being concerned, the Daily Mail reporter, sources says that their sources claim that Meghan Markle and Harry believe it's generally screwed them on getting staff on the effective, consistent manner, not to mention, setting them back time-wise, and it also did not entertain them basically in the industry. So that alone gave them a very hard time, in the system, and of course in Hollywood, because they say that one, the blame, COVID-19. Two, they are their bad luck, and of course the uncertainties that has been happening also them could be inferred or linked to the death of the Queen, the late Queen, Queen Elizabeth, may her soul rest in peace, and of course the late uh, Prince Philip also. So they are apparently not taking or accepting blame of themselves, like being the one to actually be blamed for their own woes or problems. But looks like the Duchess of Sussex, are apparently blaming these, old people like the Queen. I mean, what has the Queen got to do with their problems, anyways? What has the death of Prince Philip, may his soul rest in peace, also got to do with this? And of course, what has COVID-19 got to do with this? They brought all of this to themselves, right? So I don't see the reason why these two, Meghan Markle and, Prince Harry seem to be talking about their difficulties now. Well, they say they have bad luck anyway. They have apparently confirmed that they have bad luck because they were apparently shining. Yes, they got signed to Spotify to have the biggest, one of the biggest, archetype podcast show ever. And of course, it was being, overshadowed by the Queen's, the COVID-19 pandemic. Then again, after the pandemic, we also had one of the saddest incidents that happened. That is the demise of the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, who unfortunately passed out not long ago. And of course, another brawl that suffered, with the royal family. That happens to be the death or demise of Prince Philip. So, according to them, yes, they have bad luck, but of course, they were shining until all these uncertainties happened to them. But hey, let's not forget an interview where Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and Oprah Winfrey had. Now, they apparently released lot of information, mouth-watering information. Now, so why I'm really struggling to actually understand where this whole apportioning of blame comes from, where they say they blame COVID-19, they blame they're blaming their woes on the Queen, the Queens, that they are actually behaving like a president I know somewhere, yeah. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are behaving like a president I know somewhere, in Africa, like in Ghana, like when the people complain about their problems, they say that we blame COVID-19, we blame Russia and Ukraine war, and this how Meghan Markle and I'm sorry to say Prince Harry are behaving. But anyways, let's remind ourselves what exactly got, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle booted out from the Archetype podcast show on, by Spotify. Of course, they have been saying something very interesting. I mean, this is an old interview anyways, but I'm not sure this is the reason why, they say they blame COVID-19 or the Queen's death or anything. So let's check out the video in 2021, the interview that got very viral on social media, where Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were talking very, very detailed information with their with their new deal and Spotify. Take a look at this.
Was the move about getting away from the UK press, because the press is, is everywhere, or was the move because you weren't getting enough support from the firm?
It was both.
Both.
I needed to do this for my family. This is not a surprise to anybody. It's really sad that it's got to this point, but I've got to do something for my own mental health, for my wife's, and for Archie's as well, because I could see where this was headed.
They didn't want him to be a prince or a princess, not knowing what the gender would be, which would be different from protocol, and that he wasn't going to receive security.
What?
It was really hard. Look, I was really ashamed to say it at the time, and ashamed to have to admit it to Harry, especially, because I know how much loss he's suffered. But I knew that if I didn't say it, that I would do it, and I just didn't want to be alive anymore.
The way that I saw it was, there is a way of doing things, but for us, for this union and the specifics around her race, there was an opportunity, many opportunities, for my family to show some public support.
Did you think she was well received in the beginning?
Yes, far better than I expected. But, my grandmother has been amazing throughout. My father, my brother, Kate, and all the rest of the family, they were really welcoming.
Your relationship with your father? Is he taking your calls now?
Yeah.
Detailed information what the home or the affairs in the royal family has, been treating them well. Interesting over there. So interesting, like I said earlier, these two are behaving like a president. I know. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention the president's name, like a particular country. I know this is what has been happening in that country. So Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are behaving like one president I know in Africa, where the people, the citizens complain of bad or deplorable state of living or hardship. Then they say, oh, it's because of COVID-19. It's because of the Russia-Ukraine war. It's because of they even go ahead to blame the other decessors, like the predecessors, who, of course, because they were incompetent, they got booted out and all of that. So this looks like a politics here for me anyway. So Meghan Markle, yes, they have accepted that they do have bad luck, but they say that they are blaming COVID-19, the late Queen's, death, and of course the death of Prince Philip. Well, let's see how things go. This has been Daily Change helping Axe News. Thanks for watching.